Alrighty. Alright, I put Stone Age in here one time and I can never get rid of it. Oh, does it give me the two-player differences? That is my only question. Oh, okay, so we're in. We got a two-player game. I didn't get asked for my seat. It's interesting. Auto deal goals, auto deal tech, auto deal projects. So the question is, how do I make this go? Now, oh, there's a button that says start game. How about that? Oh yeah. So I'm gonna whip around here and sit in the blue chair. Oh, that's a place to drop the transmitters. Where did they go? Oh, looks like we have to deal our own transmitters, I guess. They have a rule book on the table somewhere. They got the tech overview cards, the round overview cards. Or maybe it just knows how to do the two-player game. Let's look. Nope, it did not do that. So I've got my rockets right here. I think I'm going to grab my rule book. Let me know when you're back. All right. Well, everybody, I think we will get started here in a minute. I'm going to just double check some two-player things with this game. There's a 2 and 3-player side to the game board, which I'm guessing it automatically put us on that side. There are one. Well, there's not. Oh, sorry, the dice board. There's a 2 and 3-player side. And that is the side we were on here. So that is correct. The player components. We have 3 rocket figures for a 2-player game. Let me find the 2-player games in the back. So set up. In a 2-player game, 2 rocket figures are okay. Who goes first? And they go 1 and 3rd. All right, cool. I'm just trying to double check because the 2-player game is slightly different.
You didn't tell me that, Rob. I'm out.
Yeah. So I'll let you go first. What that's going to do for you is you're going to put your right here on this board. This is the dice placement board, and you're going to put one of your rockets on 1 and 3. I'm going to put mine on 2 and 4. So one of the main changes in the 2-player game is you're on here twice, which is in a 3 or 4-player game. You're not.
Okay.
You only have one rocket to show your turn order. And then we got to put our counters on the initiative track. So you got a bag that has Pulsar rings in it and a bag that is like, it's going to have an infinite symbol with little discs.
Mm-hmm.
Just go ahead and drop a couple over here. You're gonna need 4 total. Once again, because of 2-player game, normally you'd have 2 total. And right here would be the middle of it. So if you're first, yours is going to be on the bottom. So you're gonna be on the bottom of both of these, and then I'm gonna go. This is in from top to bottom reverse order of the player order. So then you're gonna put your discs on top of mine, which this might be the worst part of this game on Tabletop Simulator. I was hoping they had some way against it, but they'll get separated out, I'm sure, and it won't be as big of a deal. So we got a stack of tokens. Oh, it looks like we might be able to pull out of. You might be able to pull a token out of that stack. I wonder if it would break. We'll check that later. So that is that. We're going to roll 7 silver dice, which they set that up for us nicely. And then the red dice, which I'm just going to. What the heck? It won't let me. Oh, there we go. After we use the dice, they kind of go to the middle of the game board here. Let me look here. Otherwise, I think that's kind of it. Yep. Anything that says 3 plus or 4 on it, ignore. So like those spaces will not be available. Otherwise, that's kind of the spiel. So we did a random setup. So the technology for this game is going to be random. So we're pretty much playing a normal game. If you want to look at your round overview marker here, I'm going to zoom in on the board on mine right on the board here. The first thing we do is we roll the dice. Let's do that right now. So you're first player, you're going to get to roll the dice. So it says roll the dice, set the median, players choose dice. Okay, so you're going to go ahead and just pick all those up, give them a roll. Now we're going to place them on the appropriate spot on the board. Where they go? 4, 4, 5. Cool. So now we're going to find the median. And so since there's 7 dice, what they say is count to the middle. So like 1, 2, 3, 4. It's right. So here's the median. And if you were to put your hand physically over that space, you would count which side has more dice. So this side has more dice, right? There's 3 dice over there. So the median would be here, but because there's one more dice below it, it's going to go between it.
Okay.
Makes sense? And like, let's say there was one more on this side, then it would have gone over here. And if it's balanced, it gets dropped right in the middle.
Okay.
Okay. That's step 1. Set the median. Okay. Now, we're going to choose dice in player order right here. Okay. So what you're going to do is you're going to draft one of these dice, and then depending on where it is, so if you drafted a 4 this time, you don't have to move one of your markers. The marker right here is for turn order, and this marker is for engineering cubes. So every round, whoever is farthest to this side, that'll determine player order. If you're on top, you're ahead. And for the bottom, whoever's farthest along here, first place is going to get 2 engineering cubes, second place is going to get 1, third is going to get a point. So really, like, what could happen is I could go first and second, and then you could go third and fourth.
Okay.
Okay.
And you said that is closest towards the rockets?
Yeah, so this is good, this is bad. If you
Okay.
get down here, if one of your things gets down here, so if you take a 4, these don't move. If I take a 5, I have to move one of my discs this way 1 space. If I take a 6, I have to move one of my discs twice.
Okay.
If I ever get down here, that's bad. That's minus points every round. Okay. So that's So you're going to be taking dice based on the number and their usefulness, but you also kind of got to play the game of like, oh man, I kind of want to go first, or I want to make my turn order this or that. In in a two-player game, um, we are going like you're normally always going to get two dice. In a two-player game, you're still going to get two dice, but like in a three or four-player game, this would go in like snake order.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be like one, two, three, four. Four gets two, and then it goes back. Just to let you know how like a normal one goes. But in a two-player game, you can kind of mess with both your things. So you could be first and last, or you could be first and second, whatever. Engineering cubes are good. They're used for spending them to get lots of points at the end of the game, or during the game to buy the red dice, which gives you actions. I guess I should say this game is played over one, two, three, four, five, six. The game is played over 8 rounds. Um, you can see the technology over here. This little marker shows you where we're currently at.
Okay.
Every round this will move up. Okay, so it plays over 8 rounds. Every round you get 2 dice. Um, and you could potentially get a third dice. So if you get no red dice, you're going to get 16 actions in the game. The most actions you can have is 24 if you were to get a red dice every round, which besides the first couple, it's pretty easy to get a red dice. There's multiple ways, and we'll talk about that.
Cool.
What you were basically trying to do, this is Pulsar 2849, you're flying around this board mining these pulsars, these little white circle spaces here. And it's set to be like 1,000 years after the gold rush. So like we're all rushing out into space to mine these pulsars for their unlimited power. And what we can do is we can claim them. We can put these little pulsar discs on them, and then we can flip them, and they'll start generating points for you every round. You can totally win the game by not ever doing that, but
Cool.
that is one thing you can do. Um, that's interesting that they put these out here like this. I'm going to put these back in the bag. All right, cool. So that's kind of how we draft the dice and what we're trying to do in the game. Let's talk about actions. First thing you can in this round overview is like super good. On the back of it, it does show you all the end game scoring too, which there's a lot of, and I'll go over that at the end. But like once you learn the game once, this card is amazing. So fly your survey ship. What you do with that is you fly as far as the pips take you. Okay, so um, ultimately it's not that big a deal, but in player order we're supposed to pick where we're gonna start. Um, like if I were you, I would just start somewhere. Normally people kind of just start close to where they are on the board, but we'll start on one of these spots, right? So let's say I have a 5. I can move 5 spaces. I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, for instance. Okay. If I
Okay.
do that, I would flip this planet tile over, and I would get to claim this pulsar. You get to claim a pulsar. You get to claim a pulsar if, oh, that's an interesting thing. It's like a solid object. If you claim a pulsar, you put a ring on it, like so.
Okay.
Okay.
Beyonce, be proud. Continue.
Yep. So I've got it. You have to end, unless you have a technology or something, you have to end on a pulsar to claim it. Now that I've claimed it, later on I can use actions to actually put pulsars in there, and I can use actions to flip them and get them going. So it's kind of a 3-step process to make a gyrodyne spin. That's what these things are called, gyrodynes.
Obviously, yeah.
Yeah, because that's how you harness all that power. Oops. So when you fly over one of these solar systems, I'll grab there's one that's not in the game because there's not enough spaces. I'll flip it over to just show you what one looks like. When you fly over one of these, you always reveal it, and if you don't land on it, you still get to put a ship on it, or you still get to put a chip on it like this. But you would put it on a dead planet if you didn't land on it. So if you flew past it, you have to put it on a dead planet. What that means is this is going to count for points at the end of the game, but you're not going to get the bonus that's on the bottom of the on the disc. So This one is like you get an engineering cube and you get a +2 token that you can add to a dice. Let's say this was the tile and I did land on it, right?
Hmm.
Then when I land on it, I put this on there. I get to take the bonus. If I don't want to take the bonus, I can take a exploration tile, which I don't see them right now. They are square, and I will find them later. They got to be somewhere. They're generally just points, though. Like, unless you really don't want the thing on it, you probably are gonna just uh, take the bonus on the tile. But sometimes the bonus is like worthless for you.
I see a bag called Earth Tiles over near the one. Is
Oh,
that it?
that's probably it. Let's pull one out and just look at it. Oh, yep, that's it. It's like there's
Sweet.
3 points in an engineering cube. Cool. How do you shuffle? S? I can't remember. No, shuffle is.
R.
I have not played for a while. Okay, on tabletop sim. Okay, so that's how those work. Let's say I'm already on it and there's only dead planets and you do land on it. Too bad, so sad. You still just put your thing on a dead planet and you don't get a bonus. Okay?
Mm.
So that's flying around. Um, since this one gives you one of these plus tokens, let's talk about those quickly. These modifier tokens, the +2 token, you can add it. You can always add a modifier token, only one modifier token per dice. So this one just makes it +2. That's generally good for like if it's a 6, you can make it +8, and you could like fly a really long way across the board or something. The other
Yeah.
one is +or -1. We should both have started with one of the +or-1s, I think. If we didn't, I don't see them. I think just grab one out of the bag. I know we're supposed to start with one. And I don't see them. I don't think they dealt one to us in the setup. Um, so that's how those work. You can only use one per dice. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. That is flying your ship. The next thing, take a gyrodyne. Pretty self-explanatory. This board right here, a one pip will get you a 1, a 2 pip will get you a 2, and a 4 pip will get you a 3 gyrodyne. I would not recommend doing this very often. There are other ways to get gyrodynes through bonuses, exploration, your your HQ corporate board. People don't do that a lot unless you really need one. There's a lot of other ways like to just give them to you as well. Okay, but it's something
Okay.
you can do. You can start one spinning. Look at them. Look at the tiles actually in the bags here. You need a 3 to make a 1 spin, a 5 to make a 2 spin, and a 6 to make a 3 spin. Simple
So like
enough.
as your dice action. Oh, that's what it's showing on the
Yeah,
board
you
right there, right?
like you literally like this 3 right here. As an action, you can spend a 6 to flip it. So it really takes like 3 separate actions. You need to move to claim a gyrodyne. That's a dice. You have to acquire a gyrodyne somehow, which might be a dice, and then you have to use another dice to make it spin. So 3 of your 16 actions in a game could possibly be to make a gyrodyne spin, but there are ways to cheat around that a little bit.
Sweet.
Okay. But those are pretty simple, I think. You can take a die modifier token. Also, does not happen a lot, but you see it costs a 1 or a 2 and a 2,
Hmm.
respectively. Here, you can take one of those. You can take a transmitter or work on one already taken. All right, let's talk about transmitters. They did not deal these out, so I'm going to pop them here. Boom, boom. There'll be 3 every round. These transmitters. So like this one right here, if you spend a 5 dice, you get the transmitter. You put it in front of you, and you would actually just flip it. Okay. The one with 2. Let's say you just had a 5 dice. You just spent the 5 dice. You'd put a little one of your little chips on it to show you've spent the 5. And then later on, you'd have to spend a 2 to actually activate the gyrodyne. So like this gyrodyne takes 2 dice to make work. Okay.
Okay.
What these do, anything with the light blue check mark is instant. So when I flip this, I get that instantly. Anything with the recurring, like the recycle symbol, is an ongoing thing. This one basically says once per round during the cleanup phase, you can spend a cube for 3 points. every round, an engineering cube. Also, when you flip this over, notice these are red. You
Hmm.
see partially red dice, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what you can do is when I take a second transmitter, you have to decide. Um, you have to decide if you want to connect it. Which, if you connect it, you instantly get that pip value of a dice for an action, and that is your red die for the round. Okay, you can also like rotate it, and like you could put it over here too, right? And do it that way. If you
Oh, okay.
if you decide you don't want to do that now, or like it would be a wasted red die, you can start a new row and just like put it up here. Okay.
Okay.
So that's transmitters. What's next? Patented technology. You can kind of come over here, and if you want to, I'll try to go over them, but for reference, the tech overview is on this side. And it looks like you just flip them over to look at the, like this side has got the B and the D, right? Um, every round, the current round we are on, plus any round below it, are available to patent. Okay, so
Hmm.
like first row basically says, and we can both do this one. It takes a 2. This one is when you're doing a dice for your HQ board, you basically always have a plus or minus 1 modifier. Okay. The second
Hmm.
one is, I'm gonna have to look at that one quick, but I'm pretty sure that's teleport to any pulsar and claim it. It's either that or claim one of these pulsars out here that have no lines on them that you can't get to. See, like this one I'm pointing at.
Oh, yeah.
You can't get to that one. Let me look. So this is AC. Here's the other side of D. So you can look right down here. Whenever your flight visits whenever your flight visits an unclaimed pulsar, you may claim it. So what that's saying is you don't have to end on a pulsar to claim it. You can fly through it.
And all that takes is a 3. Once I draft a 3,
Yep.
boom, I can do that.
Yep. And then the last one down here says whenever you establish a station at a planet and cannot gain an exploration bonus, score 2 points. You also score 2 points if you can gain the bonus only because of another technology. So remember when I said like you can't get the exploration bonus? Well, now you can. Or
Oh, okay.
sorry, you gain 2 points instead.
Instead of it, yeah.
But
Okay.
that doesn't count. That doesn't count flying over it. This is a weird technology. The D ones have some errata on them. This means like when you land on one and I've taken the alive space. Like there's no
Okay.
like you end on it. Yeah. Otherwise that one would be like super powerful. Uh,
Just whiz around the board.
yeah, exactly. And so then I guess this one's the same. So it says whenever you do a flight that visits an orange gate, you can lengthen or shorten that by 1. So like the colored things on the board are called gates. Um, this is points. So like if you're only one of us can be on. So in a 2-player game, only one of us can be on these ones. Um, you see,
On which ones? Oh, on the second row technology?
yeah, you see how it says a 1, and then it's kind of got a spot down below it. At the end of the round, we'd put if you claim it, you put your marker on this 1 right here. Then if at the end of the round your marker would move down to the lock space, and then the next round someone else could do it. So only one person can do it every round. But in a 2-player game, that doesn't happen. Like only one of us can ever be on that at all. That's just a 2-player thing.
Oh, okay, okay. I got
Um,
it.
this middle one is basically it's once again it's that same symbol. So this is points every round. Basically, you're getting points if you have 3 spinning number 2 gyrodynes. That's 6 extra points for you per round. Okay.
Okay.
And this one is whenever you do a gate run, score 4 points. I'll talk about gate runs when we get to the HQ. Okay. Um, and like, if you want to, I can go over the rest of these technologies, or we can kind of talk about them later
Let's talk about them
as
later.
we get closer. But just so you know, the light blue means they just happen immediately. The pinks are all end game stuff. So like
Okay.
this one is at the end of the game. One time you can spend 3 cubes, engineering cubes, for 16 points. This is 2 points for. I think this is 2 points for every one of the every one of the um, arrays that you have,
Okay.
and so on and so forth. Like 2 points for every HQ space you've done, 3 points for every spinning gyrodyne, so on and so forth. Okay, that's tech. Let's talk about HQ project. In your starter game, they tell you like this is like an extra thing, but I think the normal game is with the HQ. Once again, there's so much you can do. Like you could just ignore HQ and not do it at all.
Hmm.
HQ is double sided. You can, well, okay. The normal one is double sided. I don't seem to be able to pick. Oh, maybe it's locked.
It's probably locked. Yeah. L for unlock. There you go.
Ah, they are double sided. One of them is supposed to be better for like gyrodyne spinning, which I think is the one side. Because like, look, this one gives me two gyrodynes right here,
Mm.
and I think they're asymmetrical. Um, and then the other side, they both say C1, which is funny. Actually, is this the same on both sides? Okay. Well, in the normal game, one side is better for gate running and one side is better for gyrodyne spinning.
I see.
Okay. So let's talk about what a gate run is. This is a gate. This thing's a gate run. So this takes a number two. I'd pop this down on it.
Okay.
Now, at some point later in the game, whenever I fly through orange gates, let's say I was right here, and I moved four, and I went 1, 2, 3, 4. I passed through three orange gates. I could say, okay, I'm gonna use this gate run. That's 6 points.
Nice.
Two
Yeah.
points per gate. Same thing, same thing. So like this top one is like the mega one. It's 4 points, and you just pick one of the three colors and you go through it. And you can see like you can do some longer runs. You can find the most opportune time to do that. That's a gate run. Okay.
Okay.
It's a tech tree, so to do this one with the two gyrodynes, I have to do the two below it. To do the top level one, I have to have done all of the other seven.
Okay.
Makes sense?
Yep.
That is complete an HQ project. Cool. So you can fly your ship, take a transmitter, take a gyrodyne, start a spinning gyrodyne, complete an HQ project, patent a technology, or take a plus or minus token. At any time during your turn, you can put a gyrodyne token that's in front of you onto a pulsar that you've claimed. That's just a free action. Okay? And that's what I had done earlier on the board here, where I had my pulsar ring out here, and then I had this number three sitting in front of me, and I'm like claiming it. That's a free action. Okay,
Mm. Okay.
cool. Then you also can spend 4 engineering cubes to make a red dice. Um, and so there's going to be 3 dice left on the board for us um, when we're done. That red dice can copy any of the remaining dice that we didn't pick. Okay, and that counts for your red dice for the turn. And then at the end of the round, we will determine the new order of play, hand out engineering cubes based on that track below the player order. We will take initiative and engineering penalties if we're all the way down in the minus points area. We will gain points and cubes for online transmitters. That's any of this, I don't know what you would call it, aqua green colored things.
Oh yeah.
Then we will score points for spinning gyrodynes, which they just score. They either score 1, 2, or 3 points, modified by whatever round we're in. So like the first round, it's 0. This is on the tech board here. So 0. I have to look. I th- I think the question mark is the dice that was left, but there's 3. So I'll have to look at what the question mark is. I can't remember, but like you can see, like if you have a lot of spinning gyrodynes, you're going to get an extra 4 points for them at the last round of the game. Okay.
4 points for each one.
Yes. This number right here is per gyrodyne. So a 3 would be a 7 at the end of the game. You'll score points for certain technologies. Discard transmitters, we get 3 new ones. We move tokens to unlock second patents on technologies. So like I mentioned, we're not doing that this game though, because only one of us can have those unlocked ones. And then we advance the time marker. We do that 8 times, and that's the game. Oh, and it looks like they have a cool transmitter this transmitter tableau must make it really nice to snap your transmitters together.
Yeah, that's my guess. I did have I think two questions really quick.
Yes.
So you said if you have a red die, you can use one red die at the end of the round,
Anytime during the
or
round.
anytime during the
So
round.
you get that. So you either get that by spending 4 engineering cubes, or sometimes there's tech like this tech you spend a 5 and that gives you a 4 and a red 2, so that's your red dice for the round. Or you get it when you put two transmitters together that make a red dice. Those are kind of the three ways to make red dice.
Does it have anything to do with the actual physical red die in the middle of the board?
Yeah, normally what we do is like we just flip it to the number we're going to use it for.
Okay.
So what it is normally is like normally when there's three dice left in, in anything but a two-player game, there's only usually one dice left, and then you usually just set that red dice to whatever that dice was.
Hmm.
So then you know that's what it is when you're spending engineering cubes. Otherwise, the red dice could be really anything. The red dice is kind of superfluous. It's not super necessary for the game.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
In any way. Yeah. Oh, the first person to get two gyrodynes on the board of the same color get one of these 7 point bonus tokens.
Oh,
They
nice.
just have to
Okay.
be on the board. They don't have to be spinning. And let's talk quickly about endgame points because there's a lot of them and they're important. Um, you can see right here, getting on 13 planets is worth 50 points. It's a lot. Player order is also worth points at the end of the game. Anything extra, these three extra, like if you have extra pulsars claimed or extra gyrodynes that are just sitting there, you get a point for those. Two engineering cubes is a point. Then we're also going to score all the endgame points on these 5 technologies that we've taken. And then these endgame cards up here, which for this game are be on, have 5 technologies, have 3 different spinning, or have 3 spinning gyrodynes. I don't think it matters what they are, and be on 9 planets. So if you have done all of these things, you're going to just by default get 12, 15 points. You
Hmm.
then have the option to spend engineering cubes for more points. So like if you did this one, this 5 times tech, you'd get 6, and if you spent 5 more cubes, you'd get another 12 points.
Dang.
So yeah, you might want to pick 1 or 3 of these to shoot for, to kind of go for. So that is the end game points. All right, thanks for sticking through that. The couple of viewers we got. If anybody has any questions, put them in the chat. But I think we are going to roll.
My other question too, sorry, really quick, was with these gyrodynes over here, the
Yes.
one, the two, and the three. I see the dice here show 1, 2, and 4, but did you say that they were different values than what's like shown on?
It takes a 1 dice to take a 1, a 2 dice to take a 2, and a 4 to take a 3 gyrodyne. But then to
Okay.
make them spin, it's the number on the gyrodyne, which is a 6 for
Oh.
3. Yeah.
Okay. I got you then.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet.
I guess I haven't looked. Cool. I'm actually gonna bring these over here so they are by the technology.
Oh heavens, yes, please, thank you.
And let's see what did we randomly get. And so it's cool. These are in 3 different boards and they're all double-sided. Um and so there's an A, B, C, and D for each set. And when you play the game, you're just supposed to randomly pick and flip them and stuff. So we got D1, B2, and B3. Well, that's easy enough. We just need to be on the D side and the B side.
Classic.
That's it. All right, well, you were first, my good man.
Okay, so fours are safe, but fives and sixes. move you down on the turn order track. Is that correct?
Right. But I mean, in general, bigger numbers are quite possibly more powerful. But you gotta pay. You gotta weigh what you want to pay for that, right?
And then does it matter which disc we move on
Nope.
the turn order track in the two-player game? Okay.
Nope. Two
So,
player in this game is actually kind of neat because you are kind of managing two. I mean, you're managing four different discs instead of just two. So you can like tank one and try to make one better, or you know, whatever may please you.
so I'm going to go ahead and
What strategy am I going to do today?
I love technology in games.
I
So,
love technology. Yep. So I picked this up at Target today. It was on clearance. You ever played it?
no, not Fake Artist. I have not, but I've heard good stuff about it.
Yeah. It's kind of like I've never played it either, but I've heard it's like oh, what's that game where the one person doesn't know where you're at? Like Spyfall with drawing?
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right.
That's kind of the premise, right?
Okay, so I'm going to take the action die number 3.
What is
Doesn't matter where I put it.
B? No, just kind of put it in front of you, and like when you spend it, you generally are supposed to spend them to the vortex in the middle. The middle vortex.
Oh, I see. Okay, so I'm doing
You
number
know.
3 because I want this technology right there. So if I understand this correctly, I can zoom past. Uh, I can zoom past pulsars now and put down and claim them. Right?
Yep, that is how that read, which is a pretty nifty one. It says whenever your flight visits an unclaimed pulsar, you may claim it.
Sweet.
And just visiting. So, all right. So you took one dice. Now I get to take a dice.
I think you do.
I am going to take a 2. I'm just going to put it here for now. And then I get to move this thing up 2 spots.
Oh, everything above the median you also move up.
Yeah, hold on. This should have been here, right? I think I was using the example.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So that would have been one. That's 2 spots. So
And
you
that would
took
have
a
been one
3.
for
So
me.
you should have moved something up one.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. It works both ways.
Okay, cool.
So like if the median is clear up like by the 5 and you take a 1, you can turbo something up.
Sweet. I like it.
But you don't actually use your dice yet. So we both draft and then we will play in turn order.
Oh, okay. So I technically don't have this technology yet.
Yeah. But like you're going to play both of your dice and then I'm going to play both of my dice.
Just because I'm in the front of the turn order.
Correct. It's not like we place the dice based on the rockets too, I don't think. Yeah,
Okay.
that is correct.
So I'm going to go ahead and take the 6 then over to my side. Yoink. And I have to lose 3 spaces on one of the. Is that correct?
If you took a 6,
Yep.
yes, you got to go down 3. Let me make sure we got our starting thing. Yeah, we get 1 modifier token. Cool. Cool. I think we are all good. Back to moi.
Yes, sir.
Oh man, what cool thing should I take? I think I'm gonna go ahead and just snag a. Hold on, I should probably take some of these things off my board from examples. Oops.
That could be a thing.
All right, I think what I'm gonna do is take a. I'm gonna take a 4. Okay, I'm just gonna put my stuff on this side.
Yeah, and I'll have mine
That way
closer to me.
it's just easier to mess with. And then I have to tank a thing. Ooh, I'm just gonna tank this one. This implementation's pretty decent. Like everything seems to be snapping together well.
Okay, so then we go. I'll go ahead and take both actions.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if I didn't change my settings. I'm getting some rendering lag, but it's not. It's not bad. I probably didn't. With OBS and Tabletop Sim, I had to like change some settings to make it not suck.
Gotcha.
Between running Tabletop Sim and running Zoom and all that stuff.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're just
But we're only missing. It's only screwing up like 14% of the time, so
uh,
hopefully this is watchable. Um, sorry, you need you need a place now?
yeah. So I put my 3 technology out here, right on the tech board, so I can zoom past one of these pulsars and lay claim to it.
Correct.
And then with my, tell me if this is right.
So you used your 3.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
So if I use my 6 to move,
Mm-hmm.
is this first place here
1,
1,
2.
2, 3,
Mm-hmm.
4, 5, 6? So I'm
Correct.
gonna, so I can go ahead and
So you can,
claim.
yep, you can do that. And then here, yeah, there you go. Oops. And so that lets you. So notice there's 2 alive, 3 alive. There's 2 alive planets and a dead planet that has a 4 on it. So that dead planet is only available for a 4-player game.
Hmm.
But you can put your thing on there, and then you take a disc like so, and you claim one of the alive planets, and you get the bonus listed, which is a 2 or a 3 gyrodyne. Remember when I said don't spend dice on gyrodynes because there's other ways to get them?
This is how you do that.
Yep.
So
And
as
so
a
now, if you
free,
want to, for free action, you can just pop that right on there.
okay.
Oh, Campbell. Campbell's telling us we're playing wrong.
Letter U, guys. Letter R, playing wrong. Of course we are, Cam.
He's probably in his car. All right. Love you.
I love you too, Rob.
Thanks. I like to leave it open. Oh, my bet rate. Yeah, Gizmo's sleep underneath here. All right, cool. Campbell, you're playing wrong because you're not in this game, you loser. All right. Sorry. It's now my turn. Well, you know what? If you can do technology, I can also do the Napoleon Dynamite thing.
You love technology?
I do, and I'm gonna put mine on HQ. And then for my 4, I'm gonna go ahead and fly. Fly me to the moon. And I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. I do a flippity flip and a flippity flip. And I get to put a disc. If I fly through one and I can't screw you and like claim this one, I gotta claim the dead planet.
Okay.
If there was no option, like let's say, then I would have claimed the alive planet, but like because I could, I claimed the dead one. And then I'm also going to get to claim this one, and like check this one out. There's only one space for us to go on there,
Oh yeah, in a 2-player
and
game.
I got it. But then I get a couple of modifiers. Yeah, baby. All right. Cool.
So when you have a +2 modifier, you could take, for example, in this case, like a lower die to get that boost on a track. But when you spend it, you can treat a 2 as if it were a 4. Is that correct?
Correct. Or a 6 is an 8,
As an 8, yeah. All right.
which is really good if you want to like do like a sweet gate run, or just like drop your thing on a bunch of solar systems.
Right.
All right, so then we can just follow our round overview marker here. Determine the new order of play is step one, which I'm going to bring this round overview up here so we can talk about it as we go. So the new order of play is blue, yellow, blue, yellow. So we're just going to do a little, oops. Ah, I was greedy. And, oh man, I don't know what I did there. All right.
Yeah.
We're going to make this happen. We did it. I think you
You did
flipped
it.
yours upside down.
I did.
That's excellent. All right, hand out engineering cubes. We didn't move any of this, but I'm going to get first and third place in engineering cubes. So I'm going to get 2 cubes and a point, and you are going to get a cube. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So wait, if I just mouse over this, can I just say I want to draw 2? Maybe? I don't know. I guess I'll drag them all the way over here. Okay. I get 2 and I get a point. Oh, which we need to grab one of our markers out of our bag. Boop, boop, boop. And use it for points. But we get to start with some points. And let me remember what those are. I think I start with 5, or you start with 5 and I start with 6.
For player order.
I think so. But let me verify. Starting player with 5, say, hey, look at that, I was right.
Look at you. Occasionally you know what you're doing, my friend.
Occasionally. All right, so I'm at 7, and you are at 5.
But I got a cube.
And you got a cube. Cool.
Which means I'm definitely doing better than you because I only have 1 cube and you have 2.
Correct. Less cubes is better.
Mm-hmm.
So we took initiative. Okay, so now we take penalties. Nobody's down here to get those. Nobody's got online transmitters. No one's got spinning gyrodynes. No one's got technologies to give them points. We're going to discard those 3 transmitters. So these 3 transmitters are gone, gone, gone. 3 new ones come out. Boop, boop, boop.
Oh, so those are gone.
Yep. And we get new ones. And these are in a certain order. If you can see on them how they have A's. There's A's, B's, C's, and D's, and like you mix them up within the letters and then they get put in a certain order. And here's where this next step basically says if a token was here, it gets moved down here, so the next round someone else can do the tech.
But not in a 2-player game.
But not in a 2-player game.
Okay.
It just sits there. And then lastly, this thing goes up. Level 2 tech is now available. And I am the new first player.
I'm gonna try something. Recall dice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, right there, buddy.
What was move dice? Oh, well, move dice put them in the spot?
Let's see. Ah.
Oh, we put them all. I put that card right there. Come on, get off the card. Can I grab just... Hold on, I guess I'll just... Alright, let's move the card down here a little bit. Let's hit recall dice again. Oh, that's lovely. So then I can roll them. Move dice.
Oh yes.
Baby.
Yes.
Oh, look, it
life.
It even
does the median for us.
Is that right? Yeah, because I guess if you put that's a weird one, but you put your hand over the 2s, and there's more dice to the right. So, yes, it does it all for you. But at least you know how to do it now.
Now I do, yeah.
So there can be really weird rolls in this game. This is one of them. Look at all those 2s.
So, okay, my other quick question then on these transmitter cards.
Yes, sir.
The ones that cost 2, for example, like 5 and 6, because they cost 2, do you have to do both in the same round?
No, you when you do it, you basically put it in front of you, and then you put one of your like little yellow tokens on the one you did.
Oh, okay.
And then later on, you can assign another dice to flip it over.
Okay.
Yeah. All right,
Ooh.
so. Hmm. This roll was really not good.
I could really agree.
I don't want to. Do I really want to like go up there and take some of that stuff? Let's look. What other technology is interesting to me? Cool. Here's what's going to happen. I need to click off that so I can do that. I'm going to take a 2 and I'm going to juice my engineering up 1. Now does you, good sir. Can I flip
These.
this? Oh, good. I fixed your ship.
Hey,
Although I'm not sure how you balanced it on that needle point nose.
I don't know, but I'm telling. I think genuinely, if you just hit F,
It just flips
it'll.
it.
Yeah. Okay. So it takes a 6 for me to get that pulsar, or to get my
To make that
gyro
bad boy
die
spin, yeah,
to
so
make
like
it
that's
spin,
taking a 5 and using your modifier token
which is nasty right
and
now.
and and tanking something. But like normally because you want big stuff, like tanking one of your tokens is a pretty typical, at least in a two-player game.
Yeah, it's not the end of the world.
Yeah, you have one that can kind of be the piss boy, if you will. Have you ever seen
Oh,
History of the World Part 2? Or no, is it History of the World Part 1? I think it's Part 1. And Mel Brooks never came out with Part 2.
is that what it was?
Yes.
Okay, really quick. Where can I find an explanation of my technology board, my personal project board, or whatever it's called?
Oh, well, let me just look at it. It's fairly straight. I mean, the back of the rule book has all the icons and stuff, but so this one is green gate run. So 2 points for green gate. You go on one time, right?
Okay.
You understand what gate runs did, right?
Yeah, just one movement,
So like you
just
you
zoom
you
through it,
claim it, and then at some point in the game, you put another token on it when you want to use it.
and then it's spent for the game.
Yep. This one is
Cool.
just you get what you see. Any
Okay.
Gyrodyne, 2 tokens. Any Gyrodyne, orange gate run. This is 2 of those Earth tokens that I couldn't find that you found the bag
Oh,
for.
yes.
Engine and an engineering cube. This is an instant thing. Basically, spend a 4 die for a 3 die and a 2 die, and that
Hmm.
and that happens immediately. And that's your red dice for the round. 5 points. Token, purple run, points. Pick pick your poison run.
Sweet. So I'll take a 2 as well. Put it on my side, and then that means I get to move up,
Yep.
and I'll move up on this track.
I am also taking a 2,
Hmm.
and I'm going to go like this. Boop.
Oh no! What am I gonna do besides take a 2? Sucker!
Oh, how the tables have turned. That was such a weird roll. Okay, so I got to go first. I can't do anything with my stuff. I'm just eating it this round, and I'm doing um, I'm doing this one so I can have an orange gate run in the future, and I'm doing this one, spending this to make it a 1, and I just get it back, and I get another engineering cube. Make sense?
You don't need to spend your token, right? Because you got this technology over yonder that says for your project board,
Oh,
you
yeah,
get a
my
discount, right?
thanks. I forgot I took that tech. So yeah, I guess I'll just take an extra modifier.
There you
So
go.
now I'm just rolling in these things.
So for
Rolling.
so for my 2 actions, I'm gonna do actually similar, where I'm just gonna get this technology. We can share this tech, right?
We can. It should go below down here,
Well,
but whatever. You've got it.
And then my second
That's
two,
so
I'm going to go
weird.
ahead and lock in this project.
I
Whoops.
will make this happen. Maybe I won't. Maybe it's broken. Can I go on this? Wow, it's just this spot on the board. Literally.
Hilarious.
I'm just going to put your thing right here so we can see it. Cool. I can't get any closer, otherwise it puts it right on top. Or I could put it right here.
Either way is totally fine.
My
All right.
gosh.
So I did that technology, and then I used that technology to make this area over here I spent a 2 as if it were a 3, so I'll get to do a gate run in the future, baby.
Gate run. Okay, we're done. So we need to redo. Actually, turn order is not changing. I believe you get 2 cubes and a point this time, and I only get a cube.
I am the captain now.
Does that sound kosher? No penalties. Nobody has online transmitters yet. Nobody's got spinning gyrodynes. Nobody's
So
got
close.
points for tech. Yeah. Can you give us 3 new transmitters?
Surely shall.
And I will move this up. Alrighty. Boop. So this round's tech is you can score points if you have a 1 spinner, depending on how many you get points every round. And at the time you take this tech, you can spend a cube for a red 6.
Ooh.
That's cheaper than 4 cubes for a red whatever's left on the board.
I've heard.
Uh,
So recall dice.
Oops. Recall. And I get
Give
a
him a
roll
roll.
again. All right. Less sucky this time, please.
Still something.
It is something. Not exciting. All right. I'm up first.
Holy mackerel. One of these transmitter cards costs 3 dice
Yep. But it gives you a cube and 2 points every round.
every round, and 8 points right off the bat. So
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah. Getting engineering cubes is pretty sweet. I'm gonna go ahead and oops. Let's click off that first. I'm gonna take a 1 white. Boop.
So you get to move up 1 track.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and snake that guy out of there.
Nice.
Actually, can I? Nope, can't. How do you? That is the tricky part of this.
What are you trying to do?
Well, I was gonna move my bottom one, which I did, and I think we're good now. But like I would move my bottom one out of that stack.
Yeah, you can move the bottom one out. So just when you mouse over it, it'll say yellow token, blue token, yellow token, just kind of at your angle. So like right now, I'll pull my bottom one out.
Oh, I see. I'm able to. I think I just misclicked.
I think so.
Okay.
Okay, so anyway, there we go. We're back into our
We're-
Pez dispenser is in order now.
Yep, we're good. Pez.
All right, so I'm going to take this 2 as my thing, no change. Back to you, sir.
I'm going to take another 1. I think I could do something with these.
Okay, so you get 1 track movement.
Yeah, and I'm going to take the other blue out of here. Well, I thought I was. I'm doing that.
Okay. Then I'll take a 1. And boom, king me, baby.
That's it. All right.
So you get your actions first.
Yeah, so for my first trick, I'm going to use a 1 as a 2 to take that technology, which I guess it just goes on the lock space. I'm going to spend this cube, which gives me a red 6 to mess with. And then secondly, what do I want to do with this 6? What was this technology right here? I do not recall. Oops. Oh, yeah. I mean, I should definitely do that. With the 6, I'm going to go ahead and claim this technology, which gives me 4 extra points per gate run.
Snap.
And then with my last one, hold on, I had to spend one of my modifiers. I didn't spend that yet. I'll drop that in there. With my last one, I'm going to. Man. Yeah, that one. I'm going to spend it on this boy right here. And I thought that would snap it. It did not. Oh, there it did. And so then I used a 1 for that. Really? Cool. That doesn't seem to be working very well. There I put her on a 6. Alright, well that I know that's on the 1. So I need a 6 to finish that off. And that is...
Oh, what you might try taking the card off of the grid first. See if you can snap it onto the 1. And then move it on over.
I mean, it snapped to the 6 while it was on. Nope, look, it put it back off.
Yeah, I know why. Because of the way that it has the snapping setup in Tabletop Sim.
I mean, there, it's close.
That's close enough, yeah. Okay. Well, crud, that was my turn that you just did, so...
Oh, sorry.
Oh, it's okay. I mean, except for the part where it's not, but that's fine.
Turn order is kind of a big deal.
I noticed this now.
Well, you're over there fighting for engineering cubes.
So that's interesting. So in the 2-player game, even though we staggered, you still take both actions first, huh?
Correct. Yep, that's purely for drafting.
Ooh. Alrighty then. Well.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird 2-player variant, but I kind of like it.
No, I mean I like it too.
It lets you manipulate these tracks over here a little bit. I don't know, as far as dice drafting games go, I really like this one. It's got some interesting twists. And it's similar to the other ones where you have like a super limited number of actions cuz all being said, you only get 16 dice.
Yeah, man. Ooh, crap. I don't know what I want to do actually now with my one of my 2. I could work on this transmitter.
Mhm. Did they originally I got taught this at a BGG con by Paul Grogan and I talked to him about it a little bit, and transmitters before they fixed them, I guess, were super powerful and a little overpowered. They're still really really good cuz they get like a certain way to get income going. But really this game is a lot about looking at the end game points
Mm-hmm.
between the end game technology points and then these 3 tiles. These 3 purple tiles here. I think they're double-sided, and I think there's 6 of them, so there's about 12 different of them. So this game, technology, and traveling are like a bigger deal than normal. And I mean, spinning gyrodynes are too, but
Right. Okay. So I did my one and my two. I just put tokens on the transmitter card, so I'm not quite there yet.
cool. So you're just building out a transmitter.
Yep.
I like it. I usually am transmitter boy. Not today though. So turn order goes blue, yellow again. And then engineering cubes is two for you, one for me. And then did you have four engineering cubes? No.
No.
Because if you had a last round, you could have used four cubes for like a red dice. You could have had like a red five or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then I get 1 point blazing out to that lead. And then no penalties. We don't have anything going yet. You don't have a transmitter, no spinning gyrodynes. No points for technology yet. Discard transmitters, get new ones. Move tokens, advance a time marker. Cool. I'm guessing this guy is just an instant. This has got to be like an instant 2 points for every technology you have currently.
Gotta be
Immediately
my
score
guess.
two
Yeah.
points for each technology you have patented. Patented? There we go. And then gain the stuff. This is the symbol for teleport to any solar system.
Mm.
That's what that guy is. All right. So we need to recall dice, and I'm gonna try to. That manual roll did not work so well. Let me try that again. That's better. Remove dice. Still rolling like low.
Yeah, man, that's nasty.
All right. I can only use so many.
Starting with
I can
you.
only use so many twos. I think. Like I've been stretching it. But I think I'm gonna take another two to. It is interesting though because you're after me. You do have the opportunity to get the upper hand and pop on top.
That's a good Dr. Seuss book. Pop on top.
Pop on top for the tie break.
1, 2, 3, 4. Got to move back
I,
4 spaces.
I was kind of excited when I thought Josh wanted to play a game tonight. And then I realized he was just trolling me to play video games.
I didn't recognize some of those titles because I'm an old man that
Yeah, I
doesn't
don't
recognize
play
video games.
online games with people that crush my will to live. At least like things that have like reflex times. And
Yeah. So I took that 6 and I moved my science cube.
oh
Bill Nye the
dang,
Science guy all the way down. So
you're just done messing with it.
I'm hurting, man, so badly.
Hurting me badly. What other technology looks cool that I want? Hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, I think I've got to do something different here. I'm gonna go ahead and take this 4,
Ooh, yeah.
and that 4. I'll take that 2 over here. That 4 is gonna put me. I gotta go down 2 somewhere. I'm gonna go ahead and go down to right here. 1, 2.
Nice. I will take a 2, leave a 2, and then I'll
Aha!
jump up on the turn order track because I'm donezo. I'm done.
There you go. Tired of going second.
Yes, sir.
All right. So, yeah, I've got this thing I probably should have tried to get going. Well, I can. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do, I guess.
Do you
Um,
still go? Oh, you still go first because the rockets haven't changed order yet, right?
correct.
Sweet.
So this +2. Oops, that is. Maybe it knew I was trying to put that in the wrong bag. Um, is gonna make this 4 into a 6, which is gonna let me finish this one, which gives me an instant 4 points, putting me at 12. And then with this 2, I'm going to. Why am I off my board here? There we go. Oop. With that 2, I'm going to place on 2 here, which gives me another instant 2 and another 2. Um, so many 2s. So with a 2, I don't think I care about any of this stuff except for maybe when I'm flying through. I'm going to use 1, 2 with a modifier to get this tech, which I think was when I'm flying through orange things. I can shorten or lengthen the flight by 1, which is cool. And then with my other 2 that I've got, I'm actually going to. I think I'm going to just fly. I think I'm just going to fly to this solar system and see what it's got. Oops. And
Take some modifiers, man.
I'm going to claim that. I'm going to get back some modifiers that I just spent. All right. That is me.
Okay, me this time. I get to do some real stuff, which I'm very, very excited about.
Much
Uh,
excite.
much excite. So, for one thing, with that 6, what have I been waiting on a 6 for? Oh, I want to spin. I want to spin it.
Oh, man.
Bam. So I got a number 3 spinning gyrodyne with my
Interesting.
number 2. I think I also will travel 1, 2 spaces over to this little planetoidy here.
This game I bought is mostly paper pads and little colored markers. Bow, bow, chow, chow.
All right, so I get a 1 or a 3 gyrodyne of the non-spinning variety. So I'll do that. Then I can spend 4 technology cubes right now, right?
Yes, for another red dice.
Yes, and please. So I'll set the red die to 6, much like you did last round, because, that's the way to go.
Well, so if you're spending the cubes, you have to pick one of the dice that's left on the board.
Oh,
I
well,
did I did 6 because I used the technology.
I see. That's the part that there has to be 1 remaining of that number. Okay.
Yes.
Well, what's more important, this gyrodyne or
Which is like if you're ever planning to do that, like instead of going to get the 6, you could just buy the 6 with cubes.
correct? Yeah. Um, well, let's see. Do I want to finish this card? I guess. Um, well, because I get 3 points for having a spinning gyrodyne, right?
Yes.
And then
You're
because
going
I
to
have
get.
one,
Oh, I need to look to see what that. I forget what the question mark does. Um, because that's extra points. Oh, the question mark depends on the roll of the dice. The median marker is on a die space. The equals the value of that die space. If it's between, it's the larger. So right now, spinning gyrodynes are an extra 3 points this round.
Oh. Well, maybe I'll still spend the tech cubes then to take what's left, twos or threes, so I can get a technology in that row. If I'm looking at this right, only that first row of technologies can be shared. Is that correct?
Say that again?
So, like, looking at this second row of technology, the second round ones, there's only one space for them. Is that
Yep.
right? Okay.
Yeah, I've gotten the two. You can only get the middle one now.
All right. So I'll spend 4 cubes as a 3 then, so that I can put my marker out here. So I get 2 points per technology that I have on the board. So 6 points. Ooh. And now I'll get this bonus over here, right? For each spinning gyrodyne. Question mark number of points, i.e. 3.
Yeah, so that you're gonna score 6 points at the end of the round.
Heck yes. Okay, so that's been my turn. It's
Oh,
been a pleasure.
all right, excellent. What did I just do?
You just bumped a planet. I think it's
Okay,
fine.
but that's where it should be. Okay, cool. Um, so it will be. We just need to switch these two around. Oops, you want to grab mine? So yellow, blue, blue, yellow. Then hand out engineering cubes. 2 for me and a point. Am I underneath you on this again? Yes. How do I grab 2 things out of a bag? Or do I gotta do it separately?
I think you have to move them separately. Sometimes you can hit the number 2, and they'll
I thought
draw
that
them
would
into your
draw, but
hand.
maybe that's like draw into your hand, but that wasn't working for me.
I guess some bags it doesn't work.
Yeah, you must have to configure a bag a certain way, maybe. So we don't have any penalties. I do have an online transmitter, which gives me 2 more cubes.
Oh, Nelly.
I'm all about that cube life. And then score points for spinning gyrodynes. That's 6 for you. You have technology? Or anybody? We don't have technology that gets those points yet, right?
Yeah, no recurring technology.
You got an online transmitter yet?
Not yet, sir.
All
I'm
right,
not that cool.
then we need to discard the transmitters.
And then deal out new ones.
Yup. And we are over half. That was the halfway mark of the game. Does it feel like you've done anything yet?
Boy, man, it's getting there.
It's a tight one for sure.
I mean, except for the part where you took my turn, I've been feeling like I'm doing all right.
Did I do exactly what you wanted to do?
Literally, yeah, like one after the other. I was like, oh no, at least I still have. Nope.
I apologize. Alrighty then. So we are back to move dice. Oops. Nope, recall dice. Maybe you should like hit the R button a few times or something. Get them mixed up, man. Hey, look at that.
There we go. There's some bigage going on.
This is a more exciting roll. All right, you go and then I go twice.
Yeah, this is fascinating. All right. All right, all right, all right.
Yeah, in a higher player count game, I really enjoy it too because you go first, but then you also go last.
Right, very Grand Austria Hotel.
Mm-hmm.
Very, yeah. I'll just go ahead and take one of these fives. You don't take both of them, but I got to move down. So turn order it is.
Yeah, I mean, I better take a 5 while it's sitting there. And let's look at my board. I better also take a. Oh, I can just take a 4. Call it a day.
Call it a day.
Call it
I'm.
a day.
I'll take the 3. Oh, that 5 turned into a 1. I clearly didn't grab a 1 because you didn't roll ones. First of all.
Oh, I didn't move anything at all for my 5. I'm gonna move this guy down 1.
Okay, so I just took a 3, so I get 1 movement up, which will be
Oh, did
9.
you when you took?
When I took the 5, I moved down this
No, last
guy.
turn you took the technology that gives you points for technology.
Yes,
Did you take your points?
I did.
Okay. Yeah, so you got 6 for that as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So last round was a good round for me.
Yeah, I guess I wasn't paying attention that you did that
It's okay. No one pays attention to me in
because
general.
I think I was gonna maybe do that this round, but now I don't need to.
Exactly.
All right.
I made your choices a lot easier.
Oh
How
look.
nice is that?
Ooh. God, I like that transmitter too. It goes well with my other transmitter that gives me 2 cubes. All right. You're first.
I am first. Yes. I think the first thing I'll do is I'll spend this 3 as if it were a 4 on my technology board. Oh my gosh.
For science.
For science. So I get any swirly twirly of my choice, and I get a one of each of the modifier tokens.
Ooh, a swirly twirly. You can't beat a good swirly twirly.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna make it a 1 swirly twirl too.
Aw, man. Look at you trying to
Mhm.
mine energy.
I know it's ridiculous. We should be
It's
using coal, space coal.
it's like you're trying to do the point of the game. I'm confused.
All right, so now I'm gonna spend a +1 mod on my 5 to make it a 6 because I want to do this. I'm gonna oh, and I'm gonna go ahead and use this uh, orange gate rocket jump thing,
Mm-hmm.
which I guess also now that I'm activating this gives me a um, a gyro pyro.
Oh, well, I
Um,
mean, you technically got that when you should have got that when you took the HQ space.
oh, okay, but I'm just activated the gate run part of it now.
Correct.
So I'm using the 5 plus the modifier token as a 6, so I
Yeah.
can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I land
Okay.
on the planet, and I get to lay claim to.
Yep. And you
Uh,
get 6 points. Boom.
wait, it's
Or is it
this
only
one is
one?
1 point. Yeah, so
Sorry, you
three
get
points.
3 points. I will. Gotcha.
But I am doing a few things here too, where um, I am going to put this 3 gyroscope out.
All right. That is going to give you. Oops. That is going to give you this tile,
Dope.
which I'm just going to give you the points for now. 1, 2, 3,
Fine with
4,
that.
5, 6, 7. Oh, by the way, underneath it is another one
Oh, okay.
for 4 points, and technically you can also get that one. It,
Hey, I
it
didn't know that. But
if you do 2 more.
okay, I got the ones. I'm working on those. I'm fine with that. So next part. Oh, so I got this out, and then I have to flip over this planeta.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So I'll lay claim to the living planet. And I get a level 1 gyro dyne. Oh, shucks. Okay.
Level
And a
1.
copper rod. Sweet. That was an alright turn.
Cool. Up to me then.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to use this 5 with a +1 to take this tile. Come on. And then I instantly flip it for 5 points. And I'm going to make a red 5 with it.
Oof. Good job, sir.
So then with this 4, what am I going to do here? I think with the red 5, I'm going to spend this. Oh no, I don't need to spend that. With my red 5, I'm going to claim this thing, which gives me 3 points. And then with my 4, I'm going to claim this one, which is going to give me one of these cool tiles, which I think let me make sure I just shuffle that bad boy up and just score 4 points. Cool. Alright, so that is my turn. So then at the end of the round, we look at this. Turn order stays the same. I'm going to get a cube and a point. Then nobody's got tech that gives points. Nope. We're never going to have that unless somebody gets it. And then I'm going to get 2 cubes, but then I'm going to pay 1 for 3 points for my transmitters.
Oh, nice.
So I net a cube and 3 points out of that deal. And then you get 6 more points for your spinning gyrodyne.
Heck yeah.
Cool. And I think that's it. We discard transmitters, and this gets moved up a space.
This is good, man. This is really good. Like I like pretty much every part of this.
It's a good one, I think. Oh man. So then we need to recall dice. You're rolling them again.
Yes, I am. Super roll.
There you go.
Fancy.
Looks pretty identical to the last one.
Well, we got 3 5s this time, though.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty great. So I'm going to lay claim to one of the 5s. And I'm going to move down this guy. Wow.
I am also... actually, I'm going to take a 2, which is going to let me... What is that, 3 spaces? Do that. Did I move you with me? No, okay.
You like it a turn order.
And then back to me again. I think I'm just going to take a 3.
Ooh.
And then that's going to let me pop this guy up 2.
Harsh.
That's how I roll, man.
So with a 4, I can just pull one of my guys maybe out of the danger zone. Why not? I might need a big die pull next time.
Okay. Well, you're first this time.
Okay. Okie dokie. I'm quite excited because I think I'm going to get a few things done this turn. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I want to spend. I want to get. I want so many things, sir. I want so many things.
Don't we all?
So if I spend a 4 on this technology over here, I can just zoom to any planet.
You sure can.
That's good. You don't have any good planets over here, do you?
No, the ones I've flipped over pretty much. I mean, there's this one. You get a 3 gyrodyne. The
Yeah,
other ones you can't even land on and, and put a disc on.
I just need to get as many wormholes as possible, whatever those thingies are called. So far away. Okay, fine. So first thing I'm going to do with my 5 is I'm going to spend it with a modifier token to make it a 6 because I want to finish this dang transmitter card finally. Yoink. Yoink. So that'll net me 8 points. So from
Let's see how this
35.
goes. For
Yep.
reference, my top recorded score in this game is 222.
Hot diggity dog, sir. I am not, that close to it.
And we're cruising around in the 30 to 40 range currently. It
Okay.
escalates quickly.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, because now I'm going to spend 4 technology cubes as a 5, but I can still modify that 5, right?
Yes.
So yoinks, that's an imaginary. That's another 6 there.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so wanted a 6 to spin, spin. Yoink.
Ah, look at you doing things and such.
I am doing things and such. It's fabulous. So now I have a 4 left. So I could, let's see, I could move 4 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4. I could pass by 2 planets or I could pass by a planet, land on one, or I could just warp to a planet by using that technology, and also prohibiting you from getting a technology, and I'm getting more points. So I don't put a 4 there. I put one of my discs there.
That is correct. You're not the
Yoink.
first person I've seen do that, though.
I mean, at least I knew that I was being dumb.
Well played.
Ha ha ha.
Where you gonna teleport to? I've been doing a lot of setting up. I need to move my darn ship soon.
Yoink. I'm gonna go there. So let's see what this planet's got. Ugh, give me something good to eat. Okay, so I claim that living planet. I get a 1 or a 2. Uh, why not? I'll become the diversity master. Now, you know what? I'll take another 1. They're easier to get spinning.
Okay. Is that
Okay,
you?
sir, that was my turn.
All right. 3. Take this technology, or take this HQ. I get any 2 that I want. I'm just going to take a couple of 3s. They're not going to spin anyway, probably. And then with my 2, I'm going to go ahead and do this one. Go in Turbo HQ board. Gives me a point. Gives me a Toki. And gives me one of these bad boys, which is 4 more points. And then I'm going to spend 4 engineering cubes for a 5.
You would.
And I'm going to spend that 5 to take this endgame technology.
Nice.
And that is me. So then we look at this. It's going to go blue, yellow, blue, yellow. I'm going to get 2 cubes and a point.
Is transistor, transmister?
I'm going to get another 2 cubes for my transmitter. I'm going to spend 1 of them for 3 points. So I'm going to net 3 cubes.
Oh, you're doing the turn order track. So I get 1 cube from that.
Yep.
I got 1 cube for my transistor radio, and then I get 2 points.
Yep. So it took cubes. Nobody's getting penalties. We got our stuff for transmitters. You're going to get 6 points for your spinning gyrodynes, which puts you at 50, because there was no modifier this round.
There was no modifier this round?
Yeah, it was 0. See?
Oh, these things don't stack back here.
You mean like all the previous ones?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this is just like this current round's bonus.
Oh, I thought. Oh, okay. I misunderstood. I was thinking if I had a technology here, I qualified for it.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Nope, it's just whatever round we're in.
Okay.
The
And is that
technology is separate.
for each one?
Yes.
Oh,
So that's why
snap. So,
like last round you got 6 points, right? Because you had 1 3 that was spinning.
correct. Yeah.
But if you had 2 spinning, then you would have scored 12 points.
Nice. Okay. Cool. Well, end game's going to be happy times for Chris with that +4. So
Yes, it will
just
be.
saying.
Discard transmitters. Nobody's got technology points. We're not unlocking stuff. I just moved this up. We got 2 rounds left.
Yep.
And we recall dice.
You give him a roll, sir. Whoa, fancy pantsy. Terrible roll, though.
You know me. Apparently, I roll low. Okay. I get first pick this time. Well. It takes a 3 for me to get the top tech. 2, 3. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, I've got the 5 I need. So man, this was a bad roll for this round.
This is a terrible roll.
Well, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm taking the 6. On to you, good sir.
This is amazing.
It's something. Should move these over.
Well, I'll take the 3, and I'll take the hit. I don't think I'm ever moving up on turn order, so boom. Okay, it's back to you, my friends.
What to do? I mean, I'm gonna take this 3, I guess. which is going to make me move down here.
Schmat. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. I got some things that I can do. I got some things that I can do.
He's got something he can do, folks.
It's a possibility. When we do take a 2 or a 1, the decision is almost pointless. Is there anything at the end of the game? Oh, if you have end of game cubes, you can turn them in for extra stuff on these pink little triangle cards.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have to spend the more cubes first before you can spend the fewer cubes?
Yes.
Ah,
Of course you do.
of course. I'll just try and get
They're
a bunch
not
of
gonna they're
cubes
not gonna
then.
let you off that easily.
Yoink. Let's try that.
Man. I feel like I've been getting it. I haven't been counting, but I feel like I've gotten a red dice a lot and I'm still not getting. I don't know. We'll see what happens here at the end. So you got your dice?
Am I really going to take that one? Mhm. I spend it as a. Actually, you know what? Man, that's fine. I'll take the 2. I think I had a really good turn in mind, and I've already forgotten it. Um, but that's fine. So yeah, back to you.
I'm just verifying something. Okay. I I can't stack gate runs, so I'm gonna need to start moving to score some of these points. Um, so what we're gonna do first is I need an extra dice. So what I'm gonna do, step 1, spend this 6. I think I'm gonna turn it into a 7. I haven't counted yet or anything, but I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Whew.
Oops, I moved the wrong thing. Anyway, it made it over here.
Yes.
Flipping this and flipping this,
Oh, hot dog! I've been looking for those things.
which lets me. So I have to cover one of these up, but I don't get the bonus. Which this is where, like, if I had this tech, I would have gotten 2 points. Here I got to cover one of the dead planets. And here, this probably wasn't the smartest thing. I mean, I don't get a bonus here either, but I visited a lot of planets there, so that's good. 1, 2, 3. I'm at 6 now. So then that's a 1. God, that's only going to give me a 2? Maybe this wasn't the way to do it. Well, just because I think I have to, I'm going to have spent my gate run on that one. So I visited 2 for 4 points there.
Hot dog, man. They're not slowing you down.
No. Getting 4 points out of that was not ideal, but I'm not near any. I need to do this pink one next. 1, 2, 3. And I think I'm just going to do it. I'm going to spend this dice and a +1, -1 to just go 1, 2, 3, 4 and end here. Letting me flip that, which is going to pop me on here. And it gives me back the thing I used. And it gives me a 2. Now, do I want to spend... See, I'm going to keep that. I'm going to keep those. I'm going to gain 4 more cubes. So yeah, I think I can do this. So I'm going to spend 4 cubes. And sorry, I'm going to have used my pink gate run that last time. That's 3 points. That's 9 more points for these 3 gates.
Like you've played this before or something.
Yeah, I'm not doing it as well as I could be, but you go with the dice you got sometimes. Then I'm going to use, I guess, a 2, which is super not exciting. But it's enough to get me to here,
Planet Master, man.
which gets me on another planet. And gets me one of my choice. Sure, I'll take a 2. Alright, I'm done. Phew.
All right. In that time, I've thought of multiple paths to victory and forgotten them all. But are you able to ever use more than one red die per
No.
round?
No, sir, no, sir. 3 bags full.
Okay. So therefore,
See, the
therefore,
problem is
don't.
I probably went the wrong way. Darn it.
So I can spend a 4 and still get a 4 out of it. I think is what I'm gonna have to do. Okay, so I spend a 2 and a +2 modifier to make this a 4 to claim and finish this transistor. So it's finished. Therefore, I get, was it 6 points? Boink. Oh yeah. Now I finished this, so I get a red 4.
Yes.
So I'll go 1, 2, 3 into the little warpy gate thing, and then 4 and land on the planet. So
Man,
finish
Cam's
that
taking
out.
a sweet time to get home.
I guess so. I expected him to be making fun of us a little bit more.
I know.
Okay, so let's flip over this here planet and see what it gives me. Give me something good to eat. So I get a red 1, but how does this work? Is that just lost to me?
Yes. You can take one of the earth tiles instead.
Do I get to put out a planet thing still?
You do.
Oh, okay.
You always get a you always put a disc down even if you're passing through. It's just you only get the bonus if you end on it. And for this instance, I mean you can always choose to take one of the square tiles instead. Um, um,
Sweet. I like it. So,
no, not one. Oh yeah, you got one. I see. It
Yeah.
had one of those things on it. Got it.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
it gives me the modifier
you can
thing.
always choose to take one of those instead of what's printed on the thing.
Nice. Okay.
Which, like, oh, I should have. Do you mind if I do that for that last place I went to?
Oh, sure, because
I
you
for
don't need another.
I don't want a gyrodyne. Like, it's straight up probably more points to just take an earth tile.
Okay, yeah, I probably would have done that earlier too, because I have 4 of these like level 1 gyros. So,
Oh, that was on there. Go ahead and do it if you want,
all right, for sure.
because I get 4 points for that. And actually, I probably would have
Woo!
done it one more time. I wouldn't have taken this, and I
5
wouldn't,
points.
and I wouldn't have taken this. I forgot that's a thing. I'm gonna draw one more.
Do-do-do-do-do-do. Yeah.
This is all from last turn. I get 4 more points. There's
Hey,
one in
goody
there
for
that counts
you.
as another planet towards the things you've gone to at the end of the game. I was hoping to draw that one. Did not happen. All right. All right. I think that's legit.
Okay, so then the other last thing I guess I'll do on my turn is, oh man, I really want to do things, but instead I should probably do other stuff. I hate when I do have to do stuff instead of things. What's the
Don't.
bonus round? Only 1 point bonus? Nah. So I'm going to go ahead and claim a technology, an end game technology for 3 points per spinning gyrodyne.
Correct. Excellent. So are you done then?
I am done.
So that looks all good. Okay, so first thing we're going to do blue, yellow still. Cool. I'm going to get 2 cubes. I'm getting a total of 4 cubes, which I'm going to have to decide if I'm going to spend the 3 points or not. I need to look. I need to do some cube math. And then I get 1 point for being third place. Nobody's got penalties. Online transmitters, I did that. Your gyrodynes get you a bonus one, so that's 8 points for you.
Heck yeah, dude.
Nobody's got tech with points yet. Discard transmitters. Go to the next thing.
Get a cube
Let me see. If I
transmitter.
do this, if I have 1, 2, let's see. If I do that for that, how many cubes then do I need to do that? I need 5. I need to do that for sure. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, perfect. So I think I have the cubes I need. I am going to spend the 1. I'm going to spend the 1 cube to get the 3 points for my transmitter. And then we're going to roll the dice again. Move. Recall. Oh yeah, my holes in them. Hold on, there we go.
That's a divisive roll.
Oh, look at that hot roll right there.
That's an uh-oh from me.
Remember, turn order is also points at the end of the game.
Oh, what does that mean?
Like first, second, and third are worth 7, 4, and 2 points.
Oh. Oh, nice. So they encourage you not to just tank it at the end.
Correct. God, it's gonna take me one huge dice just to get out of there. Is that even worth it? All right. I'm taking a 6.
Ooh.
And that is going to cost me 3. Okay.
I'm going to take safe 3.
You're probably going to take a 1 and move up 3, which is bad for me.
Move up 3 or only move up 2?
Oh, 2. Never mind. That's fine for me. So I'm going to take this 4 and do this. Okay.
Is there anything I can do with a 1? No, I probably need to take the 5. Okay, there you go. Let's see you do this first, sir.
Which one did you move down for the 5?
Oh, snap! You're right. I gotta move down 2 spaces.
I mean, there's a couple that won't matter. Yeah, you can move either of those.
I mean, none of mine actually matter. So, oh, except for this, like,
Yeah.
except for the
Yeah, you're
idiotic
right.
one.
You're right. None of them would have mattered.
The 3 of the 4.
It doesn't even matter.
Anyone can see. Doesn't really matter to me.
Oh, we need these out now.
Oh, correct.
Dang. I really wanted to make a red dice out of that. Man, am I really not going to fly anywhere else?
Frank Sinatra would be very disappointed in you.
Yeah, I feel like I bungled this game a little bit, but we'll see how it turns out. I'm going to take this one.
Okay.
And, because that's going to cost me these 3 cubes. And then I need the other 5 to do the other one I want to do. I think... So I'm not going to be able to buy a dice, which is really not good. I'm going to go ahead and do a flight and go 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to use my this one right here. Oops. That gate run is going to give me 6 points. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and then I really think that's it. I don't think buying a red dice is going to be worth an investment right now.
Probably not. Cam is back.
Oh, actually, instead of moving like I just did, I'm going to spend this. I'm going to spend this to make it a 5 to take this technology, which
Don't
gives
like
me
the sound of that.
which gives me the 4 that I moved, and now I also have a 2
Boo.
to use. And for my 2, I think I'm just going to take this. And then what I'm going to do is instead I'm going to use this
For your gate run
instead
to
of
get...
that one for 12 points instead of 6 points. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that was a way better move. Okay.
Blah.
I'm done.
I'm supposed to have more points than you because I don't know how to score the end game and you do. See, I'm supposed to be up ahead and then you're supposed to just like get
Yeah, but
206
you've
points
got
at the
some
end.
spinning stuff. This is going to be a very close game, I think.
Sweet. Yeah, I got some spinners, man. So, I reckon that my turn is going to be such as like unto follows. I'm going to move 5 spaces with my rocket ship. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'll get to put out possession of this orbital galactic squirrely twirly.
Cam, the only reason why I went gate run this time was those 2 end game tiles that had tech, and we had some HQ tech on there, and the number of planets, which I didn't even get to 9 planets. So
Okay, so I get 7 more points because I got 2 level 1 gyros,
you do.
Euro sandwiches out there. So I'll take yellow token. So
Organic Pop Tarts sound awful.
yeah, I mean, there's nothing organic about a Pop Tart. So, okay, so then my 3, I'm going to spend to go to my player board and spend it as if it were a 4 because I'm cheating. I mean, that or I have the ability to.
You know, you can check the ice pick chat if you just want to come like yak at us in the Zoom call.
Boink. So I get a 3 and a 2, but that 2 is actually going to be surprise a 3 so that I can activate
What?
both of those Euros.
Man, you had enough dice to do all that jazz? That's saucy.
Yeah. Okay, so I think that's my turn. Sure would have been nice if I got that big tech like you got, but whatevs. Whatevs. I know about that life.
Yeah,
Fine.
I don't know what Cam's doing over there.
I'm washing dishes, so I'm gonna be on mute most of the time.
Being a goob.
And dude, I'm total goob, constant goob. That's my motto.
All right, so.
Thanks for joining the live stream so I can watch you do your dishes. That's nice.
Yep, that's what we needed. So determine the new order of play. It
Nothing
is
changes.
the same. Ooh, that's good for me. And then hand out engineering cubes, which I get 2, and you get 1 and a point.
Nice. 1 point for me,
Then
baby.
do the online transmitter thing. I get 2 more. Oh man, I forgot I'm gonna get these again. Maybe I could have bought a dice. Whatever, man. I think we're gonna be good anyway. I'm taking that because I'm gonna spend the other one for 3 points. Bop, bop, bop.
Boo. Pop, pop.
This is gonna be tight. I think this is gonna be a close game. Game points for online transmitters. All right, we did that.
Oh, hey, really quick, I forgot to flip this planetoid tile.
So now here's where you're going to jump farther ahead of me. We're going to score points for spinning gyrodynes.
I'm also going to grab an earth tile really quick. Sorry.
Okay. You go off at 7, 14. 9. You get 24 points for those.
Heck yeah.
Hey, Chris, did Rob tell you that if you want some real life gate run points, you have an orange gate run set up for 4 points per gate, and there's currently a gate in like Arizona, Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, and Iowa. If you want to make a gate run up here with a 6 to hang out with us in like August.
Yeah, I'd love to, but there's a fairly 0% chance of me traveling anytime soon.
Dude, COVID chance is really low if you just drive.
Yeah, well, I mean, also, like, my wife doesn't want to travel, like, in general right now, and we also own a 4-year-old, so traveling's going to be less fun, and I'm not just going to leave her at home abandoned with a 4-year-old for months.
Chris, you can't own people. That's... That's pretty. They added that to the Constitution, not as long ago as they should have, but pretty long ago.
Oh, I'll have to look into that. I've heard of this Constitution, the United States Constitution. I'm more about the United States dexterity.
Oh, I get that. That's funny.
Hey Cam, you mind if we score at the end of our game?
Yeah, dude. I was just talking about gate runs. I thought we were.
All right. So you got that. Score points for certain technologies. Nobody's got any of those. Then discard transmitter. We don't got to do any of that stuff. So let's flip this over and do endgame scoring. First thing we do is score these things. I'm going to get 16. Well, hold on. I'm going to spend the 3 cubes.
Yes, you are.
Boop. Spent. That's 16 points. And then I'm going to get 2 points for each of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm going to get 32 points. Let's see. 77. How many did I say? 32?
32.
That'd be 109? Is that a right number?
I don't know. I'm trusting you, man.
You're the accountant. 77 and 32 is 109?
Sure. Hey, Excel does my math for me, okay?
Fine. Well, I'm 109. I'm going to go ahead and put my little 100-point marker over here, for reasons. Boop.
Oh, fancy.
All right.
I should probably have done the same.
Yeah. All right, cool. So we scored those. Now let's score these jobbers.
Oh, you're a little overexcited. I get to score 12 points for my endgame technology.
Oh, I didn't see that. You do. You get 3, 6, 9, 12. Do it.
10 up from here. Yoink. Okay.
So 118. All right.
Yes, sir.
So then we're going to score these things. I have 5 technologies.
Same.
I'm going to spend 5 cubes. For 18 points.
I, too, am spending 5 cubes.
It's 109.
5 technologies.
11. Okay. And then you have spinning gyrodynes. You got enough to do that.
I do. So I get another 6 points.
You get 6, but you don't got cubes to spend?
Nah. It was better to spend them on the last one.
How many planets you got?
1, 2, 3.
See, I only got to 8.
I have 6, but I have this earth tile for a 7th.
Okay, which doesn't get either of us to 9, so neither of us get that one. I was hoping to get there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, and then... So, this is worth a point. This is worth a point. These 2 are worth a point. That's 3 points and just extra stuff I have.
I have just 1 point in extra stuff. Oh, man. I think turn order is the...
And then I'm going to get 9 points for turn order.
And then I get 4. Wait, no, do I get any? Yeah, I'm a
Yeah,
second.
you get 4. And then I said I'm on 8 planets. That is 20 points.
Ooh, baby. I'm on 7 planets, which is 16.
Are you at 60? Oh, no.
I'm at 62, I think, or 61.
Okay.
I was at
You were
40, yeah, 62.
Okay. And that's it.
That's it.
That's a pretty close game.
Ooh, I liked that. I like that I clenched a little squeak and win at the end there. That's surprising.
Yeah, Chris.
My issue, I think, ultimately was I went the wrong way because with all the flying I did at the end, I should have got on probably 2 more planets, and I just didn't because I was the dummy and I backtracked into my same planet.
Oh, I see.
Which if I had gotten one more planet, that would have been 5 points. So that was my goof. But yeah,
Rob must have really goofed because you know how he complains about me being really good at Castles of Burgundy. That's like my thoughts about Rob with Pulsar. I feel like he's the Pulsar whiz.
I do win Pulsar a lot,
Mm.
but like I can't beat Campbell at Castles of Burgundy.
No, you can, and I can beat you at Pulsar. It just doesn't happen a ton.
Well, according to my app, you can't beat me at Pulsar. You have 0 wins against me.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever beaten you at Pulsar, but
I have 4. I've won 4 out of the 11 games I've played.
that's a pretty good.
But that was I didn't
record.
track the first 4 times we played, so I think it was probably more than that.
I have won Pulsar before, but I don't know if you were at that game. So
yeah, maybe I have 4. This was back in 2017 before I tracked like players and scores.
Oh, is this game from 2017?
Yeah, man.
Wow, I've really let this one slip by. This is fantastic, man.
I'm glad I could show you the light.
Like
it's a fun one.
It's fun. You'd expect that. Oh, there's dice numbers over here. There's dice numbers over here. You'd expect that like all of these things would be kind of confusing, but I don't know. It's straightforward enough that I really enjoy it.
Yeah, you really just got to pick a couple of things and like hammer down on it. And there's enough player interaction with the dice drafting and like the order over here to make that interesting, I think.
Yeah,
and,
for sure.
Enough player interaction where like you can kind of screw with people like on the board a little bit by like getting to places where then they can't put little things down. It's not as bad in a 2-player game. And it's really only bad in a 3 or 4 player game if like everyone is traveling a lot. But like I don't know. The one thing I don't ever find myself doing in this game, I feel like, is building the pulsars. I like doing everything else.
Really?
You don't do those other things too much either.
The gyrodynes?
No, the other things. You said you don't do the gyrodynes.
Yeah, what other thing?
The satellites.
Oh no, I do those all the time. I love the transmitters.
Oh yeah, that's what Rob says. He's just funning you.
I like to go heavy transmitter or heavy HQ. And like I was playing on the HQ board that was supposed to be slightly better for gyrodynes. And I didn't do any gyrodynes, so. There's also cool. Let me see if I can flip the board.
You guys ever watch that show from the 70s where that guy goes, gyrodyne?
I'm trying to see, is this board the same on both sides?
No, the board.
No,
one side has dead ends, one doesn't.
No, I know that, but I'm saying in this implementation.
Oh.
Yeah, it looks like it's the same. So, Chris, there's another thing. You can flip the board over and you can play with their dead end. There's dead end pulsars and dead end like solar systems. So like you have to like go in there and then come back out.
Gross.
But there's a bonus for doing those. Like you get
an extra like square.
Yeah, you get one of those extra little planet square Earth tiles.
Oh, okay.
For doing that. So there's one extra little crease to the game, which is the other side of the board. But the game has tons of replayability because you can flip these 3 endgame things there's bunches of those and they're double-sided, and there's A, B, C, and D sides to all of the tech boards.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyway. And all the HQ boards are asymmetrical and double-sided.
Not in this version, right?
Yeah.
But no, this has been fun.
This
I've
was
really enjoyed it.
a good implementation of this thing. I thought it might be a little messy, but it wasn't too bad. I should probably go to bed, but I kind of want to play another game. What are you doing, Cam?
I should also probably go to bed. But I'm also thinking that maybe if you picked the exact right game, I might play.
Uh, hmm. None of these games are what I would call, hey, do you want to play Point Salad?
Has Chris ever played Point Salad?
I have. Yeah,
With me?
that's true. I have played it with you. Because unlike some of the other board boys, Roberto's actually visited me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Specifically for that reason.
Yeah, not a work conference or anything.
No.
Just said, hey.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll go down to my gaming dungeon and get on tabletop sim. My cat is gonna be real upset that I'm not still petting him. Ugh. All right, let's do this. I'm gonna hop off the call and get on with my iPad.
Okay.
I'm gonna run to the restroom and stuff. So
Sounds good.
cool. Be right back.
I forgot I had all these games on here. I forget. Maybe. Let's see. Output. I'm going to pause this and start again, maybe.
In this room.
All right, I'm going to start streaming again here. I do have Dinosaur Island on here, too. And I got Newton. Pulsar was pretty good on here.
Oh, I bet.
It had auto setup, and it had it would automatically retrieve the dice, and then you could roll them, and then you could press a button, and it would automatically set all the dice and set the marker for you.
Oh, really?
The median marker. All right, I think we're back live again. Maybe.
Is your password Rob?
Yes. It is Rob. We can play Wingspan with expansion. That's too long though. Why am I not playing more on Tabletop Simulator?
I don't know. It's great, dude.
Hey, because you're busy all the time.
Dude, I'm not busy all the time. It's just that now that like life is sort of returning to normal, like we're kind of playing board games together on Thursdays and a lot of Fridays. I've been out of town the last couple Saturdays and Sundays. And then Monday I was free. I guess we could have done something then.
I know, I just meant like I've been bored during the day some days.
Oh, also like if I'm not working, I'm like unpacking my house, which like I'm lazy, so
likely excuse.
No, if I really unpack my house for like 30 minutes and do a really good job, I usually like feel proud of myself enough to like go eat lunch and then play video games for a half hour and then I go work another half hour.
Dude, you should just unpack your house and be done.
No, I know though.
How come I don't have a place to sit?
Because your set is white right now. Hit change color.
Oh. I'm sitting on this side.
Probably because there was no blue. Like they didn't make a blue player. You get what I'm saying?
Oh.
And so, but
I see. Oh, look at that. Oh, man. That's
neat.
so good. It just took out all the right amount of cards.
All right, Rob. You're gonna have to remind me exactly how to play this. I can either take a fruit or a vegetable card or a market card, right? Or something like that.
Yeah, hold on. I'm reading the rules.
Stefan game hard.
What?
So Stefan Feld's out here making this game too hard to play. You gotta read the rules.
Yeah. So you either draft a point card or you draft 2 veggie cards. And add them face up. As a free action, once per turn you may choose to flip over any of your point cards to the veggie side. But you can't do it vice versa.
Right. Because it tells you,
and you can see right here you can see the veggie type.
But you can't see what the point is on the other side, so that's how you remind me you can't do that.
Right. Once you've drafted your cards, refill the market by drawing cards from the draw pile. Flip the cards over. Let's see. From the point side of the veggie. Split the pile if it runs out to vaguely half. The game ends when all cards from both the point card piles and veggie market have been drafted. The player at the most points wins. And we know how to score these points. Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can score everything per every card, right?
Yeah. Oh man, we didn't flip the last table. That's too bad.
Well, I wasn't here to.
Cool. How do you randomly pick a player in this?
We usually just make a dice and then roll it.
How do you do that?
Go to objects. Just create like a D20.
Oh man. Oh, metal, of course.
I don't know. You want to nick the table?
I'm just gonna make a D4.
That's a weird dice to roll.
I gotta zoom way into.
You use mouse. Okay, I got a 1.
Well, I'm 1. I was about to say that.
Oh, you rolled a 1?
No. I was gonna roll a dice and like number
Chris
the players is what I was saying.
Roll a 3, baby.
I don't think you understood what my point was.
What are you trying to do?
Oh man, I'm just making dice now.
Oh, here, okay, hang on. You grab all of them and roll all of them, and then you mouse over. I got a 28. Go ahead, Chris.
A 28? How do you know what you got? Oh, you
drag over all the dice and then you hover over it. It'll tell you the total.
You got a 30.
30, baby.
I got a 15.
Okay, Chris was first.
So, Campbell, what I was trying to do was roll it and label me 1, you 2, and Chris 3, or something, and roll the dice one time.
I understand.
But rolling a bunch of D4s was fun.
Yeah.
It was certainly a weird flex, but I'm down with it.
Oh, good. There's just a refresh market button. Excellent. This seems fantastic.
Hey, Chris, how much more pro do I look now that I have like a backdrop of goodness back here?
You look like a sellout with your Italian design house row right up top there.
Dude, I got hella Ameritrash sitting right on the top of that. Look at that. That's as Ameritrashy as it gets. It might as well be Axis and Allies.
Campbell, between all of us, or between you and I, we need to bring all of the Italian games.
No, dude, I agree.
Okay,
I
so I
you
grabbed
have
a card.
of them. I have most of them.
I think I have all of them.
Guys, my local game store, Meepleville, has a copy of Marco Polo 2, finally.
Yeah,
Whoa.
I saw that. Even though I told Campbell I don't need it, I keep looking at it on Miniature Market.
It sounds really good because I love Marco Polo, but
Do you have Marco Polo?
I do, but
I'm with you on that too, but like I do not think it's I'm still sticking to my guns that it's not worth it.
I also picked up Marco Polo used for like $20. So,
Mm.
you know,
I
if
plus I have the expansion and like the mini expansion. Like I have everything for Marco Polo.
oh, see, I don't. Yeah.
So it's like,
Whoa. I want this game.
cool, I'm
That looks
taking
fun.
this card.
There are so many Daniel Tassini games that you don't have, Rob.
Okay, well I have all of the good ones.
But you don't have A Tale of Pirates, which got a 7.2.
Yeah, but that's probably not like a noodly Euro, is it?
It is. I think it's probably a kid's game.
I think I have everything after like a certain point.
No,
Um,
the Tale of Pirates is 2017.
Campbell,
so who goes?
I think I cheated because I was waiting for
Yes, I was
Campbell
gonna
to take
say.
his turn.
Oh, sorry. I wanted the card Rob got. Just kidding. I don't really want that card.
Okay, well you can't have the one underneath it.
Okay. Let's go ahead.
I just assumed it was my turn.
Well, you know what, Rob? That was it. Made an ass out of you and me. Wait, do I get two of the vegetable cards or just one? If I take a vegetable card,
You get
Two
you
vegetables.
get 1 point card or 2 vegetable cards.
and the vegetable cards have to be in the same column, correct?
No.
Nope.
Oh, okay. All right. Let's take a couple carrots. I'm gonna like those. I'm a carrot boy.
Cool.
Oh, look at more carrots. Congratulations.
I'm done. This game is just about as good as Karuba on here.
Boink. Alrighty. Now I'm a carrot boy.
Screw you, Chris.
Get him.
Hey, Chris, check this out. Eat that. What do you think about that? I wouldn't have done that. I wouldn't have done that to you. But you took all my carrots. You took my carrot point cards that I wanted.
Oh, you know what? On my turn, I took a card that I thought I'd taken to begin with, but I really took a card that showed up after Campbell took the carrot, and then my card I wanted got turned into a carrot. Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah.
So I guess I'm gonna do something cool with tomatoes. Hey Campbell, is 0 an even number?
Hey, Jerry. That was who was making a big deal about that, right?
Oh, 100%, my friend.
Wasn't what? And like, he really wanted to push it. But like, wasn't my first question after he said that? I was like, "Hey, Jerry, what's 0 divided by 2?"
Chris, what's your
He's
input?
like, well,
What's your input on
he's like,
that? Is 0 an even number?
0's not a number.
Well, that's what I thought.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing.
Did Chris go?
No. I wasn't sure if Rob was officially done.
Yeah, I'm done.
So
Hey Cam, check out. I picked this up at Target today for $9.
I can't see you. Hang on, let me put grid mode. Ooh, what's that?
It's like Spyfall only with drawing pictures.
Nice.
Do you remember what Spyfall is?
Yeah, I do know what Spyfall is. That's a fun one. I bet I would like the Spyfall pictures even better because I think Spyfall can be a little rough.
I just think it's like, well, I think it'd be harder. Everybody knows what you're drawing, but you have to draw something too.
wait, hey Cam, did you? Oh yeah, okay. Did you just go Cam, or did you?
That's Rob's turn.
Is that -2 for carrots?
Wait, Cam. I think Cam's still a turn behind because I started.
I have taken 3 turns.
Why
Where's
do you
your
only
cards?
have?
I have a stack of carrots here.
Oh, that's what it is. You have
He
a
has
table.
carrots for days.
I have 4 carrots.
What happened there, Rob? I think you took a whole stack.
Oh, I was like, that's weird. All right.
My name is Carrot, aka 24 Carrots.
I'm staying up so late at this point that I'm getting hungry again, and that's a problem.
It's dangerous. I just ate a Roberto's taco because they're delicious, and they're also delicious. So
You know, they're delicious and delicious.
yeah,
Wait, Rob, have you gone? Oh, Rob's gone 3 times
Well,
also.
check
So
me out, Cam. Don't you like my sick kids games shelf over here?
yeah.
And,
Hey,
and my
Chris,
other games over here that you can't see?
I like it, dude.
do you like my Velociraptor over here?
I'm gonna just assume it's my turn. Hey, Rob, your turn.
Why are you taking the stuff I want?
Peps, dude. You know I'm relaxed with Pep.
You do like saying weird things.
No, being relaxed with Pep is from What a Man.
Cool. I'm just gonna keep doing things that is dumb.
Mm.
I have a long game, Con.
The crypto.
Yoink.
Hey, thanks, Chris. I've been waiting for this. Boop.
I did not like Decrypto.
You don't like Decrypto? I really like Decrypto.
Nah.
I really like it too. Yeah.
It's too complicated for a
So Cam just went.
little
Rob,
game.
you are up. It's. I mean, I prefer it as a game to Codenames. I do not prefer it as a teaching experience.
Right.
Yoink! Thank you for the carrots. Cam, you're up. Eat some
Cam's
cabbage.
up. Well, I'm gonna take this. Boop.
Are you really gonna leave me to do this?
Oh, sorry. I was supposed to hit that button. My bad.
No, that's not what I meant. That's okay. I have to kill that most onion card.
Ooh. Who earns?
If
And-
Rob wants,
And you know you need to kill that most carrot card.
Yes, sir.
hold my onions as I walk away.
Kill it with fire.
You know the 5 points per carrot card is going to come up after that.
That's not a thing.
It is in my expanded universe. Well,
Already Cameroon.
I'll expand your universe.
I hate all of this, so I'm going to go ahead and take. I suppose this card. I probably can get 2 onions before the end of the game.
Why not? Zero's an even number.
Are we still streaming or no?
Yes, sir.
I'm not going to expand on that story until we're not streaming.
Which story?
It's about 0 being an even number.
Oh, gotcha.
Is it Chris's turn?
It is my turn now.
Have you done anything about your dilemma we talked about, Cam?
No, and here's
Everything.
why.
We don't need
Because
to go into that
yesterday-
either, but
Yesterday, I had an opportunity, but on that particular day, the aroma was not extant. So I'm going to wait till the next time it's really funky.
how funky is your chicken?
How loose is your goose?
Is it my turn or Campbell's turn?
No, it's my turn if Chris just went.
Yeah, I just finished up.
Okay. Okay. I think I'm just going to take a couple peps. Boom. Pet me out. Pep it out. Pep it out.
Do you even pep, bro?
I pep big time, dude. No step to my pep, Rob. Rob, if you even dare to step to my pep, you're gonna get smacked.
I don't like any of this.
I'm really willing to bet my clothes are just about dry. I got. It's really nice living in a place that, like, because I'm still renting, living in a place that has a washer and dryer, as opposed to like pay wash and dryers.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I feel like I'm
Tons of-
saving like $100 a month. Whose turn is it? Is it? Are we waiting on me?
Yeah, no, you just finished up. You're good.
Okay, cool. I don't like any of these cards, just like Rob was saying.
You're like an adult now, Campbell.
Kind of, yeah. I mean, I'll have to buy a house. Also, I'll have to, like, really start doing probably realistically more adult stuff. My wife will be here soon. Today I got in the final bit of paperwork that I believe I'll need to do for this entire visa process. Here, let me refresh that for you.
Hold on, I'm not done yet.
Oh, sorry. I didn't realize you had started taking your turn.
I don't actually want a second one of any of these. Okay.
How do you know how many cards are left? You just don't.
I guess you don't know.
There's only one card on the left. There's
Oh,
three.
maybe.
There's three. There's only
Oh,
1, 2, and there's not many cards. Or no, I don't know.
I guess
don't
we'll.
know.
It says 3 deck A2. I don't know what that means.
It might be counting it weird for the purpose of
I think
obscure.
it's Chris's turn though.
I grabbed this card. Yeah. Wait. No. What did I do?
I don't
I
think.
grabbed a.
Did you?
Oh shoot. Did you just go and you hit refresh, Rob?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's your turn, Kraus.
All right.
So when is the game over?
Once all the cards in the middle are taken.
Yeah, absolutely all of them.
Okay, so you keep going, and you got to take 2 when you take 2.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, that's real nice.
Carrot.
24 carrots.
Sugar.
I like carrots. I like that.
Oh, there was an error in the refresh script. It's because we don't have enough cards, probably.
All right, what else?
So, like, hold on. I think one of these probably needs to go over here.
Probably.
There's only, I can't tell. There's only one card left there, and there's 2 cards left there.
You still keep pulling them out even if you run out of one pile.
Yeah, you're supposed to split the decks evenly, which I think I just did.
I know what boys like. Okay, so can I put this onion back if I don't want? Oh no, I do want the onion. None of that stuff is tasty to me at all. What other card should I take? I know that I think I want. I know that I don't want cabbage. Can't stop me from getting tomatoes, so we'll take this lettuce. Or as my wife said, lettuce.
All right, back to me.
Back to
yes,
Rad.
Sir.
I'm going to go ahead and take this card.
Ugh.
Point salad, Rob.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's worth 7 points.
Shut up.
think it's worth more
All
for
right.
me to actually flip this into a carrot and then leave that like that. All right.
What you out there being all about, Chris?
That is a good question. I'm going to take this card and flip it over into an onion.
All right. Well, I'm going to get these peppers because those are worth 5 points apiece. Thank you.
Oh, no bueno. Fuck, I don't want. I guess I'm taking 2 tomatoes so I don't lose points.
Oh dear. Oh gosh.
Oh no.
What just happened?
What you just took all of his cabbages.
Oh, Rob, at the top of your screen, do you have a back arrow right up where it says like games, objects, and stuff?
Oh, sure. How far do I have to rewind time?
Let's see it.
Whoa.
Maybe one more time. Okay.
Okay. Okay. So he gets that onion. I get these peppers, and now we are good.
And I get these tomatoes that I don't want.
Okay. Now I have just highlighted these 2 cards instead of half of Rob's cards.
That's good to know there's a feature for that. So that's 7. I will say that is probably not a winning score.
All right. I should probably see what I got here. All these carrots, I got 4 carrots that are worth absolutely nads to me. But I do have 35 points in peppers.
Yeah, that's sick. Oh, God.
And I got 7 points in onions and 8 points in carrots. So 50 points.
I only got 35.
Ooh, I think I'm going to be ahead of Rob. Except for I'm losing 4 points. Uh-oh. 4. But I get 7 points for having the fewest peppers.
Nice.
Oh, no. You never triple up your carrots?
No, man. Somebody, i.e. both of you, kept taking all of the carrots when they were on the top as like the scoring objective cards. And yeah, so it didn't work out. I never got to triple down. I got 37 points though, so I'm ahead of Rob.
That is good.
You know, my high score in this game is 121.
Yeah, sometimes you can get a lot of points.
And like your best score and Chris's best score are 74 and 73. This was not the game. You just flip the table into nothingness.
Who do you think, baby?
Evidently, there's no floor here. So like, do you have to program a floor into the game?
I mean, if you don't want to fall forever, do you have to program a floor into real life?
I mean,
God did.
I guess. I just read this book called NPC about like if we were in a like a real world simulation, and like God was if there was a God, whoever God was is like the programmer, and this guy is crazy and thinks like there's only certain people in the world are real and everyone else is NPCs. And like he creates this quantum computer that like lets him network into like the real world and start hacking stuff and like hacking other people's brains. It was interesting. But I like that kind of wacky sci-fi stuff.
Okay.
Did you hear? Did you see last year like that meme that got really big that really liberal people that made really liberal people super upset?